Hey guys, welcome to this video. If you don't know me, then my name is Tara and this channel is kind of all over the place, so sorry for the random topics, but I guess that's just me though. I'm very random, very kind of all over the place. If you do know me, then you'll know that I have ADHD and I have been on Concerta for like a year now maybe, but I have changed to Vyvanse and today is my first day taking it. So I will be basically telling you the symptoms that I've experienced on both medications and my experience today taking it for the first time. I'll kind of explain it and then I'll put it into a kind of day in my life type of thing, but only for certain parts. But before we start, don't forget to click that like button and that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos because my life is kind of crazy. Drop your opinions, comments, experiences, questions that you have in the comment section. This is a safe space, so I encourage you to do that. And also guys, no leaving any nasty comments. If I see that, I will just delete your comment because we do not tolerate that here. Like I said, safe environment, please. Disclaimer, I'm not a medical professional. This is all based on my own personal experience. These aren't recommendations for you, and medication can work differently on different people. So if you don't have the same experience as me, then that's okay. This is just how my body reacts to the medication because of my biology, because of my environment, because of many different things. So this is just a disclaimer. This isn't medical advice. I'm not a health professional. So please talk to an actual medical professional if you have questions specifically about the medication, like how it might interact with your body, because I would be able to do that. And even so, a comment in somebody's YouTube or just on social media in general, that shouldn't be the place where you're reaching out to somebody for medical advice. I wish you all the best and I hope you enjoy the video. Let's start. So like I said before, I was on Concerta and I've switched to Vyvanse, and when I was taking it for my ADHD, because that's why I take the medication, I was on the 54 milligram, and that was the maximum dosage for me based on my weight, and it was doing nothing for me. Like I really wasn't feeling a difference. In fact, I was super tired. I was experiencing a lot of negative side effects with basically no positives that were accompanying it. I'd feel it for about an hour or two, and then I couldn't even tell when the medication was wearing off because it was just making basically like no difference. Whereas now with the Vyvanse, it is working so well. I switched straight to the 50 milligram. I asked my psychiatrist specifically because I didn't want to do that whole building up thing again. So I switched straight from the 54 Concerta to the 50 Vyvanse, and that seems to be working well for me, like really well for me so far. I've been quite productive, which is always great. Even if I compare the first day I took Concerta versus the first day that I took Vyvanse, it's completely different. Basically what happened was when I tried the Concerta for the first time, I didn't feel any different, and when I got moved up to a higher dosage, I still didn't feel the difference. It's just, it wasn't working for me. There was nothing. I didn't feel any improvements to my life. Whereas when I took the Vyvanse for the first time, which was obviously now a few days ago, I definitely felt a difference. It was like I could focus on one thing at a time. I could actually be productive without getting distracted. Like even today, I was very productive this morning. I'm still going to be this afternoon, but overall, I've just been super productive and able to focus on one thing at a time because I really struggle with distractions. Basically, any little thing when I'm not on the medication distracts me. And since I have a lot of work to do right now, it's just not working out. So the Vyvanse just helped so much better on day one. That was an indicator for me. I was like, wow, because at first I thought, oh, maybe you're not really supposed to feel the difference on the meds, but day one on Vyvanse really just confirmed for me how much I actually needed it and how much I benefit from it. I'm extremely happy about the results that I have been seeing so far. I'm just going to be telling you guys a bit about the good versus bad symptoms that I have experienced when comparing the two. Remember that this is my experience. Also, the good and bad is according to me and how it affects my life, and you may not agree with the categories that I'm bringing in. So on Concerta, my anxiety levels were so high. Like I was experiencing nearly 10 out of 10 anxiety levels when on Concerta. It was really bad. I would just freeze because I was so overwhelmed. So that wasn't a very nice symptom because it caused me to procrastinate due to the stress, due to the anxiety, which basically didn't allow me to reach, my full potential or to do very well for university, which is something that I'm very passionate about. I'm passionate about my education, passionate about doing well in those things so that I can understand things for my career one day. I also used to clench my jaw a lot. It was so bad. I even used to wake up in the morning with it being tight. Sometimes even at night, it would just be very uncomfortable, very stiff, like I needed to stretch it out, but I can't exactly do that. But yeah, it was uncomfortable for my face and just for me in general to be able to have a good night's sleep. Then fatigue. I was very fatigued throughout the day. I wasn't able to do things that I wanted to do. I was very fatigued, but would switch on mentally at night. So I experienced insomnia a lot, which didn't really help because then it's kind of like a cycle. Then I'm not able to get enough sleep, which leads to not having enough energy, and so on and so forth. I also pick at my skin a lot, and I don't mean like here, I mean like my lips. I used to pick at my lips a lot, like pretty much all the time, and that was also came with my anxiety. And I've noticed since being on Vyvanse that it's much more hydrated than it was on Concerta. That is a very big positive because I hated how much I needed to put like stuff on my lips because of how dry they were getting. The last thing, my absolute least favorite, the nausea. I was so nauseous. It was horrible. I would always be nauseous, like all the time. I would have like one bite of food and then I'd be like, okay, I'm done, because I'd feel like I'm full. And that was also part of the loss of appetite, but also like I feel like I was gonna be sick if I had to have more. I enjoy food and I, went through recovery for like eating things. So it's not ideal for me. I would rather be able to eat throughout the day, or at least not be nauseous, because I can work with loss of appetite, because then it's more like I just have to set reminders and stuff like that. Whereas with nausea, even if I set those reminders and eat little meals, it just doesn't feel good physically, which impacts mentally. So I'm very glad that I'm experiencing that much less on the Vyvanse. Okay, now for the good parts of Concerta that I've experienced, which was that yes, it did improve my concentration by like this much. That's it. My anxiety levels, when I tell you, they went from here to here in a day. I didn't think that was possible. I genuinely thought that people were lying when they said that it just went quiet, like their head just went quiet and they were able to just focus or to think about one thing at a time instead of having multiple tabs open in their head. But that's exactly what happened with me. It's amazing. Also, the come down on Concerta was not good, like not good at all. I would be so exhausted at the end of the day, even at the beginning of the day, but I mean at the end of the day I'd be so exhausted, and the insomnia would be so bad as well that would accompany that. But I wouldn't be able to get work done, so I was just exhausted without anything else helping. And it was difficult to gain energy after that, other than obviously my brain at night. But with this, I am able to gain some of my energy back after I've experienced a bit of a come down from the medication. I do feel a bit tired after, but I can usually, after like 3 hours, I feel a bit more energized again. Like it's almost like I just need like a little break. Okay, so I don't know if this is a negative or a positive, but with the Vyvanse, I have been experiencing dry mouth. If you were a normal water drinker, you'd probably be like, what do you mean a positive? Surely that's negative. No, my friend, I don't drink water. And so since I have this dry mouth, I constantly keep getting water. And it's hydrating me. Oh yeah, and then also a negative side effect with the Vyvanse so far is the loss of appetite, but it's not like it's accompanied by nausea. It is, but only a bit, like not as much as Concerta. Like Concerta was way worse with that, but the loss of appetite is definitely there. Then for the positives, like I said before, there are a lot of positives that I've been experiencing, like being able to concentrate for longer, being able to be more productive, my anxiety levels being lowered, not being distracted as easily. I just think that those are amazing positives that are definitely helping me with my daily life, and that's all I ask for. Yeah, I'm very happy. Something that surprised me was my energy levels. They weren't like high, I wasn't like super energetic or whatever, but I wasn't very tired like I usually am. I mean, I didn't even think that they were gonna work, but whatever. The other thing that surprised me was you usually have people that go onto these medications and they're like, oh, I feel like a zombie, or whatever. I feel like myself. I feel goofy. I just feel like Tara, which I'm glad that I still have my personality like attached, because that is something that I missed, especially when I was on Concerta. Those two things really surprised me, just being able to sustain my energy levels and then also just feeling like myself through everyday life. That was great, to be honest. Now, let's address coffee. And usually with the Concerta, I used to drink it anyway in the morning because like my body got so used to it, and since it wasn't working anyway, I was like, why not, just take this? So that's what I did. So I thought it would be the same with Vyvanse. It is not. I did this yesterday. I was like, maybe if I only wait an hour, then it'll be okay, and then have coffee. So I did that, and my energy levels yesterday, like throughout the whole day, was so low. They were like super low, and that was the only thing that I changed. If you're taking it, maybe try not to drink coffee so early in the morning. Like now I've kind of made a semi-rule for myself that I can only have like after 12 p.m. if I need like a little bit of a kick. As I'm experiencing right now, if I have coffee from about that time, I don't experience that drop in energy. Yeah, yesterday was horrible in terms of energy levels. But if you want your coffee, have your coffee. Okay, if it works and you're happy with what you're experiencing, do what you need to do. So like I will have my coffee, but from 12 p.m. I take my medication at about 6:37. So between 6 and 7 a.m. I take it. That might change when I start university again, but this is what is working for me now because I do want to sleep earlier.
So basically, this is what it looked like with them together, just the, not boxes, I forget now what it's called. Well, this was the Concerta 54 milligram packaging, as you can see what's on it. And this is basically what it looked like by itself. Now, this is the Vyvanse 50 milligram packaging, and inside you will see that there is a leaflet with basically it has side effects and the bottle inside as well. As you can see, this is it up close. The actual pill itself looks very different from the Concerta. As you can see, when they're next to each other, they are quite different.
Good morning. It is 6:35 and I'm going to take the Vyvanse. So let's go. You guys are genuinely, I want to cry because this is the first time, I kid you not, in my life that my mind feels clear. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like empty. I thought people were lying when they said their head was just empty, but it is. My head is empty and I can just focus on what I need to do. It's so nice. It's so nice. So y'all just get this for free. That don't have ADHD. Y'all just, or like concentration issues from other things, you just get to, you don't have like a million thoughts in your head all the time. I feel like, it feels like my head, like I'm in an ocean and the waves are going like this. And I'm just moving, and it's so quiet. Like I'm just hearing outside. It's just shh, like a wave. What the heck? You'll get this for free. So I am going for breakfast with my roomie. I feel quite good. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like I'm feeling good, and it's like for the first time in a really long time, I actually feel like my head is clear. Like I don't know how to explain it, like everything's silent and I can just be and I can just do. So I'm very happy. The only symptom that I'm really experiencing is a dry mouth. Also, it's only 11 o'clock right now, like 11 a.m. For now, like side effects wise, I'm experiencing a bit of dry mouth, but that's literally it. So I'm happy. Guys, I am late for therapy because they took literally so long bringing the bill. It shouldn't take you like 15 minutes to get the bill. I was like, this takes 5 minutes. I know that because I've worked in restaurants and it really doesn't take more than 5 minutes, especially if you say you're in a rush. But no, it took them like 15 whole minutes to do that. I love them, whatever. I was ready. I had the to-go thingy. I still have it. It's a latte and the little pastry. But now I'm like super late. It's 12 o'clock and my session is literally at 12. Anyways, I just had therapy now and it was quite nice to have that session now. I was late, but she was like, it's chilled, and we did like our normal amount of time. Guys, did my thing not slip down to like here, which is where the, like, I forget now what it's called, and did that not slip down? My therapist saw my whole, basically if it was a bra, then a bra. She basically saw my bra. We move. It's fine, but now I want to do something. I'm like, oh, I look kind of okay, I guess. But then again, I have things to do. I don't know, I want to do something. I want to go to the beach. I want to... Also, my driving anxiety has gone down, I must say. If there's something that I've noticed. My anxiety is down quite a bit. And I'm just able to focus on, like, I feel normal as well. It's not like I feel like a zombie. Like, some people say that they feel like a zombie on this medication or like they whatever, but I feel like myself, but a focused version that's not like all over the place, like mentally, like in terms of I'm thinking about a million things at once. Like I'm able to focus, I'm able to organize my thoughts, whereas I wasn't really able to do that before. That's the difference that I'm seeing so far. Nausea, I have no nausea, whereas on Concerta I used to get really nauseous throughout the day, and I am noticing loss of appetite because I'm genuinely not hungry, like at all. Okay, so it is 4:44 and I can feel that the meds are slowly wearing off because I am hungry, even though I haven't eaten yet today because I just haven't been hungry. That's basically what I'm noticing. So I'm guessing either I'm just really hungry and that's just pushing through and it's not actually, you know, starting to wear off, or it is, I don't know. But I have a few things on my to-do list to do still, so I'm just gonna get back to that and I'll update you guys later. So it's currently 8 p.m. and my meds, I could feel that it ran out at about like 5:30 p.m. because I was super tired. Like, oh my gosh, like exhaustion hit me. Like it really hit me. I was so tired. I was ready to like nap on the floor. I was so tired. I did do like 2 more of my to-do list things, but then Noah called me and he was like, please pick me up because there was a situation. So I was like, okay, cool. And then I picked him up and whatever. So I'm back now and I'm gonna see if I can finish off those last few to-do items. Even though the meds have run out, I'm tired and have no motivation. Although my energy has picked up a bit. You can feel I'm starting to get a headache. It's probably because I've had no water today, or like the only liquids I've had is coffee and 1 thing of hot chocolate. So let me hydrate myself quick. I think today was a pretty successful day and I'm extremely happy that I got switched to Vyvanse compared to Concerta. I think it's working so much better for me. But just remember that even though it's working for me, it may not work for you. For example, Concerta could work really well for you and Vyvanse could, like, maybe won't. But yeah, that is just my experience for the day, and to be honest, that was a good day so far. If you've come all the way to the end here, I'd like to say thank you very much, and please do not forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Also, let me know what topics you'd like me to cover if you are interested in anything, and I will try my best to accommodate that. I will also link my TikTok and my Instagram down below in the description so that you can check me out on there. I post a lot more on TikTok, so I encourage you to follow me there. Bye!